Hello, hello, you guys. I'm just going to freestyle this reading. And if you would like the traditional reading, that will be over on Patreon. Link is down below or at mindsetunicorn.me. Okay, we're just going to go free today. All right, for those of you that are new, this is an energy channel, so sometimes what I see may not ring as traditional. Okay, I do feel like you are in your heart space, but it's a very grounded energy. Okay, roles can be reversed as well if you'd like a personal reading. Again, down below or mindsetunicorn.me. And I almost get the feeling that someone's either listening to a travel playlist, or you're putting together some sort of a travel playlist. It could be music, it could be like an audible sort of a thing, podcasts, but I feel like somebody's getting ready to move ahead for some reason. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Okay, you're in your heart making a wish here, okay, but there's this stubbornness. It's almost like a stubbornness to let the wish go, okay? And so Spirit's like, if you don't let that wish go, then the universe cannot accept it, right? Like if you just are like, oh, I'm just really holding this wish right here, like that's control, okay? And so this is like the final end of the puzzle, like the final completion. If you can let go of that control, then your heart can release the wish. It doesn't burden you anymore. And you can move into friendlier energies. For some of you, this time of year is your favorite time of year, and you're going to be with friends and family and celebrating, and you're just feeling really good about everything. And yet there's this challenge of trying to control it all. And you can't control anything. Well, you can control yourself, but that doesn't give you control over other people, okay? And it just ends up hurting you. So what do you need to hear today, okay? Yeah, like this is letting you, it's like you're picking at a little thread on your sweater, okay? And the more you pick, the more it unravels. But you're like, if I can get this thread, then I'm not going to have this thread hanging here. But you don't control the way that the sweater was woven, okay? And so this sits in your heart space like as a block, as an obstacle. And this is a decision that you're making, okay? For some of you, again, Spirit's like, this is just, right, being human, all right? It's being human. It is who you are. But it's like recognizing that you are of a greater whole. Whether you are feminine or masculine in energy doesn't matter. It's almost like they're showing me, like, you know, you can do more than you think you can. You can move further than you think you can. There's like this gate, right? Like you see where they paint the gate on the road, and the cows come up to it and they're like, oh, there's a gate there. I can't go past it. And they turn around and they go home, right? It's an illusion. What's blocking you is an illusion, but it's an illusion that you've created for yourself, right? And the underlying here is that all you're doing is anchoring yourself in the moment. You're not moving ahead. You're not doing what you want to be doing. You're just sitting there in this stagnancy. And that's why I feel like so tough for you to be processing through right now. Okay, yeah. There it goes on the ground. The 6 of Swords in reverse, okay? Spirit's like, you can't move forward unless you let go. Okay, this is a very important message for you. Yeah. And you're in denial here with this 5 of Bitcoins in reverse and the Knight of Cups in reverse. You can see my deck is in the upright. Okay. So there's this feeling here that, in a way, because the way your cup is turned, they're showing me like, it's like you can't let go of the control because of the way things have played out for you in the past. Okay. And you are in this sort of hangman's energy. You're kind of paused in your heart, wanting to give this cup to the future, wanting to give your wish to the future, wanting to move forward. And yet you're feeling like, I don't know how to do this, because you're buckled down so hard that you don't want to show any sort of vulnerability, and your root chakra is so stagnant right now that I don't think that you have even realized that, and you have all this angelic energy around you that you're just not processing. Yeah, again, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. You are not able to work through this, and yet they've got the Ten of Pentacles waiting for you, right? Complete stability is waiting for you there. And your higher self's like, I'm just waiting for you to leap, and I'll give you this wish. I'm just waiting for you to release it, and I'll take care of your dreams. But the problem is when we get so controlling of our wishes and our dreams, and we don't allow them to come in, okay? All it is, it's simple. Spirit's showing you. Just hand it over. Let it out of your heart, right? Get on to something else that you can sustain that truth with, right? Because I feel like that's the problem here, is that you're like, right? Like, I'm not going to let this happen. Okay. So tell me a little bit here about what is in this past that's causing you this stress. Again, the Hierophant. Your higher self told you that something was the key. And it's like you thawed yourself out enough to allow it to come forward, to allow that truth to kind of sit with you, to allow yourself to deal with this. And you just sat, I think, with it. Perhaps too long. Perhaps that's the pattern here, is that you see what's meant for you, and you see that you've manifested it, and you see that it makes you happy, and you see that it is blossoming. But there's this inability to change, because there's this part of yourself that says, I can't go past the gate. I can't change. Okay. Yeah. That part of yourself is about to have a bit of a train wreck. Okay, is what Spirit's saying to me here with the Death card. You can't hang on to that frequency. What's trying to come out there? Yeah, again, the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Cups. Spirit knows what you want. And at some point, you're going to get so overwhelmed. Oh, okay, thank you, Spirit. What happened there? See, you're going to get so overwhelmed and everything's going to get mixed up, and then you have to stop. Okay. And when you stop, you're going to release this. And then somebody else can come forward with their cup. Person, place, or thing. Okay. Exactly what you've wanted and wished for. And there's a knowing when you meet this person or this thing, when you come to this, that it is what has been waiting for you on the side, that it is what's meant for you, that this is true abundance, that this is, for some of you, this is your one that you're going to marry. Like, there's this feeling, and they're showing me here angel number 22 or angel number 1111, right? You know that this is your path forward. Okay, and there's another 2. So 222. You know this is your way forward, and they're showing me there's another 11. So it doesn't matter. It's all meant for you. That's what they're saying. It's fracking meant for you, okay? You just have to allow it in. Tell me a little bit about this path forward. Thank you. Yeah, there's a little bit of a storm in there. There's a little bit of a challenge, right? Like, we don't get the green grass without the rain. That's one thing here in the Seattle area. I don't know why. I always had to have like green grass in Utah when I lived there. And I love green grass, and I'd love to have that green grass, but there's something where I'm like hesitant, like, oh, it's going to rain. Why should I waste the water? It's going to rain, right? It's only going to get brown for, a month and a half, right? And then we're going to get all the rain. And I know what the rain will bring. But there's a fear of what's going to strike you in the moment. Okay, the truth that's going to come to you in the moment because of the way the truth came to you in the past. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, this is leading you to where your soul has been meant to go. Okay, North Node, they're showing me the 6 there. But you have to patiently work through this conflict that you have within between your emotional self and your passionate self, because again, there's this stagnancy in that root chakra. Okay, yeah, there's the root chakra, fire, because of the way of trying to control everything. And so you really have to just be with your emotions. You may have a lot of fire energy in you, and so it may feel very untraditional to get into the water, to let your emotions flow. But that's how you complete the process. They're showing me is by letting go of the control. Okay, yeah. And some of this could be as simple as spending more time with nature, spending more time with animals, learning to be vulnerable to a pet before you're vulnerable to a person, right? But yeah, you gotta let go of that control because you cannot control the wind, okay? It flows the way that it wants to. So, nope, not yet. Okay, they want to go here first. What can you tell them that they need to know right now, Spirit? Okay. Take a reality check, okay, of what you need to let go of. And you don't need to let go of it all at once, okay? It's not a do or die. It's a little bit at a time, all right? And reflect on that. Reflect on who you are. And reflect on what your wish is. And why it's so hard for you in this shadow work to let go of it. What's the energy coming towards you with this wish, Spirit? Thank you. Thank you. Divine relationship here. Knowing that you're loved, balance, harmony, Libran energy, and it's new. Okay, for those of you that are wondering, this is new. If you're already with someone, this could be, again, about career. It could be about new balance coming to you and your partner. It's coming to the next level, right? And seeing where you are and where you've been. And there we go again. And then you start to blossom. You open up to change. You become new. And that's very beautiful. And then you're able to feel more, because that's been a big struggle for you, is allowing those emotions, allowing those feelings. Let's see if there's any timestamps here from Spirit. Okay, yeah, it's not coming until after you put all of the pieces of this puzzle together. Okay, and it's just about letting go of the control. Angel number 333, Again, we saw the 222s, the 111s, the 333s. It's all moving the way it's supposed to. The angels are there to answer your prayers. If you can look at this with a little bit of wonder, okay? Yeah, the emotions are tricky for you. I get it. It makes you have to do the shadow work. It makes you have to look at your inner child. You don't really like that, right? There's the winter. You like to freeze that out, but nothing grows underground in the, in the winter the way that we really want to see it. There's growth still happening there. It's just not the way that we want to perceive growth. Yeah, because it's coming out of the death, right? The growth in the winter happens from the things that we release, that we let go of, that are composting underground, that are, right, the churning and the movement that's happening underground. And that is how we get our wisdom, and how the trees know when it is time to bloom, how you'll know when it's time to bloom. Okay, again, angel number 222. Capricorn energy here in the future. So some of you, this is not going to really bring all the options you want until Capricorn season. Again, they're showing me that it's little changes and little adaptions, and kind of like teaching you how to look ahead instead of looking backwards. The big rebirth could happen in Sagittarius season, okay, when you learn that it's okay to bloom. So I love that. And for some of you, the sign will be tulips, okay? And those tulips will help you know that that's your sign that the rebirth is happening, okay? Anything else here, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah. Okay, this is the month for you to really open your heart. Okay, this is the season for you to really open your heart. Some of that is going to be just breath work, working with your body, doing more physically, okay? Learning to let go of your breath while you meditate, okay? And not focusing so much on it. Releasing it with light in the full moon, okay? Yeah. The solar eclipse, I think, is really when things really happen for you. I think the full solar eclipse, when everything, it's almost like a switch that completely flips for you. I think that is next year in April-ish, okay? And they're, again, bringing out Sagittarius and Taurus here together. Could have meaning for you. Again, it could just be talking about the 11 again. We've got the 1s, the 2s, and the 3s. They're like, this is happening at the pace that it's supposed to. Little bits at a time, okay? So I hope that that helps you. I hope you guys have a beautiful week. Let me know if you like the freestyle. I'm going to go ahead and move into the extended and look at your traditional reading. And I hope to see you there. Link is down below. It's donation based. You can pay what you can each month, change it up each month, pause it each month. And all of that information is down below at mindsetunicorn.me if you'd like a personal reading. Don't forget to click on the like. It helps the channel. Love you guys. Thank you. Bye.